The Bajaj Pulsar is an important bike for Indians. For some, it was their first bike. Others learned to ride on a Pulsar, while for many, it was their dream bike. But when you think of upgrading to a bigger bike, Pulsar is not the name that comes to your mind, right? Well, that is what Bajaj has finally rectified right here. This is the Bajaj Pulsar NS400Z. Yes, the much anticipated bigger capacity Pulsar is finally out and there is a lot to unpack here. So let's go. The Bajaj Pulsar NS400Z is a little late to the party but fashionably so. And with a price tag of Rs 1.85 lakh ex-showroom, it will surely turn many heads. So what does the legitimate offspring of the Dominar 400 and the NS200 has to offer? Well, the engine is the tried and tested one from the Dominar, but some of the other parts come from the NS200. So does it have the best of both worlds? Well, at first glance, the 400 might look quite similar to the smaller NS200, but on closer look, we notice considerable differences. On the front, the Z-shaped LED DRLs are the big differentiator. The fuel tank extensions are sharper and the tail section is sleeker. In a nutshell, the NS400Z does not look like a bigger NS200 but has a fresher and smarter design. Overall, quality levels are acceptable for the most part. The NS400Z also has the most data-intensive instrument cluster among all Bajaj bikes. You will also notice that this is the most feature-loaded Pulsar yet. It gets a ride-by-wire throttle system along with 4 ride modes, road, rain, sport and off-road with varying levels of ABS intervention and different throttle responses. Under the cluster is a USB charging port, while the clutch and brake levers are 5-step adjustable. Not to forget, the lighting setup is full LED. The engine is the same 373cc liquid-cooled unit as the Dominar 400, but it gets a larger sprocket at the rear, which has one more teeth more than the Dominar. The power and torque output number remain the same at 39.5 bhp and 35 Nm with a 6-speed gearbox and an assistant slipper clutch. While the perimeter frame is also identical to the Dominar, the suspension setup, box-type swing arm and Grimeca brake are unique to the NS400. The Pulsar NS400Z is a likable motorcycle on the road. The sweet spot lies between 4000 to 7000 RPM, where the motorcycle comes to life and overtaking is effortless. Even on the highway, you can do 100 to 120 km per hour without the engine feeling strained. The throttle response is direct, gear shifts are slick, and the clutch can be operated with a single finger. But on a long ride on the highway, we did feel some vibrations that left our hands slightly numb. Handling on the streets is effortless. It switches lane with minimal effort and flicking your way through traffic is enjoyable and quick. The brakes do a decent job of reducing speed when required. It was on the track, the strong mid-range performance of the engine shined. Corner exits were quick. On the street, it was impressive to see it cross 160 km per hour. The Pulsar NS400Z offers potent engine performance, comfortable ergonomics and ride quality, decent stopping power and agile handling. Besides being a fun-to-ride city bike, it has the potential to be a good touring machine. But the showstopper here is the price tag. At Rs 1.85 lakh ex-showroom, it is significantly cheaper than the Dominar 400 and the Triumph Speed 400.